makes a great salesperson? This one is a perennial question, and if you look around, it's not hard to see why. Statistics say over half of salespeople aren't making the numbers, and organisations are chasing the top 10% of superstars who do. So what is it that makes up a sales superstar today? I put up a list of what I think are the 10 attributes that you can use to see whether a salesperson can cut it or not. Number one, it's all about natural curiosity and listening. Is this salesperson really curious about their customer's business? Do they want to go and ask detailed questions? Do they want to really understand how this customer's business works and where the challenges are? And allied with that, of course, is an active listening. I mean, it's really, really listening to what the client says to get the full meaning from it, so that when you move on to the phase of trying to deliver a solution, you really understand what the client is all about. Number two is to be analytical, and that's to have the intellect and the will to dig down through the facts, to separate out what's relevant and what's not relevant, what's important and what's not important. To be able to really get to grips with where is the problem, why is it a problem, who else is impacted by it, and how it could change. And that latter part, the building of a vision that takes you from what is to what could be, and helping the client see how they could make that journey, is, in my book, an analytical skill. Number three is to have a genuine focus on the customer's success. And that means the customer's success takes precedence over everything else. If you really care that your client succeeds, and the client feels that and understands it, you have the trust to be able to advise them in whatever way makes sense. Number four is to have detachment from the outcome. And that means that you care much more about the client's success than your own. You're not there to make a sale to make this quarter's numbers or anything like that. You're there to help the client first, foremost, and in fact in every way. Number five is to have the gravitas and business sense to be able to do that. Now, it's not a factor of age, it's not a factor of intelligence, it's a factor of common sense, and it's a factor of, are you credible in front of this customer? And that comes about from having a deep knowledge of their situation, their business, the industry they work in, and the challenges they face. Couple that with business sense to be able to work out what's likely to work and what's not likely to work, and you have a formula that will take you anywhere in an organisation from top to bottom. Number six is a give to get philosophy. And by that I mean a salesperson will give their time and experience, because after all, if you're a great salesperson, you're a subject matter expert. So if you're prepared to share your expertise with your client, that goes a very long way. Number seven is a great salesperson uses a sales process, and the sales process they use adds value for their clients. Even if the client ends up not buying the solution, or in fact even buying it from somebody else, if the sales process a great salesperson has used has added value to their business to help them understand, then it's been a success. Number eight is to have the insight to be able to help clients. And that's an interesting one, because given thinking is that salespeople have the gift of the gab. In my experience, people with insight who can figure out what a client's problems are and how they can be changed are much more likely to be able to succeed than somebody who goes in promising a free lunch. Number nine is belief in their own organisation and engagement with their own organisation. If a salesperson doesn't believe in their own organisation and its capabilities and skills, that will communicate itself to clients. You just can't help it. It will. And they'll back away. Now, the interesting thing is, if you're a salesperson and that applies to you, it's time to start asking yourself some really hard questions, because frankly, it isn't going to work unless you either change the way you feel about the company you're working for or go work for somebody else. And the final one on my list of 10 is to never stop learning. All the great salespeople I know spend their time reading business books, listening to business podcasts, watching videos, learning. Because all the time they learn, they're developing better and better insights to help their clients. So, there you go, short and sweet. There's my 10 attributes of what makes up a successful salesman today. I'd summarise it: natural curiosity and listening, being analytical, having a genuine focus on the customer's success, detachment from the outcome, gravitas and business sense, give to get philosophy, your sales process is adding value, you've got the insight to help your clients, you believe in your organisation, and you keep your yourself. Do those, success comes your way. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate it.